Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast 0 minutes into the game, and I believe on the North American service. If I'm wrong, don't shoot me. If you can't shoot me, then by all means, don't shoot me. It would be weird if you had a clear shot on me right now, especially because I'm from the past. Let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? Because I'm rambling again. As you can see, we have a top Jarvan the 4th. So yeah, he could do a lot of damage early on in the game, especially because of his opponent, but we'll check that out later. I'm realizing my voice is already a bit shot. I casted a game before this, not too certain whether or not I'll upload it though. It wasn't all that good in the end, but it was a good game in the beginning. We'll see. Warwick will be the jungler, so no pressure from the jungle before level 6. After level 6 he'll be a true nightmare, and in the end game he will never die. So I will have that to look forward to, or maybe not, depending how the game goes. Ahri will be the mid laner, so at least they have a good balanced team of early aggression and end game aggression going here. Ahri, of course, fairly strong in the mid game, and is reasonable in the end. Thresh will be the support whenever he pleases. He does not please us yet. And Caitlyn will be the AD carry. They'll be up against an Elise who will be jungling, and Akali who will be top, so Jarvan could kill her early on. She needs to be relatively careful. She does have a cloth armor and health potions in order to survive a little bit. Jarvan went for Adorn's Blade, so he wants to go aggressive. She knows she has to go defensive. Lucian will be the AD carry. Brand will be what I presume to be the mid laner, so yeah, another Brand. Casted a top Brand just earlier. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. And then a mid Nightspectre mid. Sorry, I thought she was going to support, but now that I see the item, it's of course Spell Thieves Edge on Brand, so a support Brand. Of course, these days, if you have a stun, you can support. And Brand has one hell of a stun. If he's combined with any, then that is pretty much one of the strongest kill lanes in the game. And you need to be relatively careful. There's going to be a mid Mantra Girl. Yeah, I just played her and I forgot her name. That's how bad I am. Karma, of course. Karma in the middle. So that'll be the lanes. The aggressive lane will probably be the bottom lane, though they both need to be level 2 first. So yeah, whoever gets level 2 first will probably not die. And well, Caitlyn with her excessive range will make it so that she's level 2 first. So Brand cannot go all that aggressive. The dynamic camera is still buggy as hell, so I'm not going to use it. Jarvan pushing through as well, so all predictable lanes for now. Karma is being picked because she can be aggressive, but it's also due to the aggressiveness of Ahri. She can shield it, she can then even use her tether to heal herself during the madness that Ahri wants to do on top of the Karma, and therefore counter her immediately, and even kill her in the process. So yeah, it's an interesting pick against an Ahri. Elise wants to go hard. Ahri does have flash, but she's not yet level 6, of course, so you're still able to kill her. The slow lands, the spider cometh, and she's in love. She does land a cocoon though, so good on you, girl. Good on you. Exhaust coming through onto the Lucian, and 1 kill for the bottom team. First blood for Caitlyn. And Thresh is not done yet, of course. Thresh is one of the best supports. Brand, not even close, not even tier 2. Well, of course not. Tier 2 is still very high level support players because of, well, Braum and Nami, of course. Well, Brand almost doing it solo. Death Sentence will miss though. Akali, I can't really see how much health potions she has left, but I think it's still a few. She's now level 4. Jarvan only level 3, of course. He went away out of his lane just a while ago, not too sure what he was doing, but apparently he was roaming for something. And it made it so that he's a level behind onto her, so not really what you want if you want to be the aggressor there. Is just going to farm right over here, which is one of the safest places you can be. Akali has watered it though, so for now she should be fine. Unless, of course, Warwick would go for a gank, which you won't expect at all. Yeah, Akali is doing great. Warwick counter jungling Elise? Impressive. Well, Elise was being aggressive in the mid lane anyway, but yeah. Jarvan making an error there. You can't really give an Akali the opportunity to go hard onto you. And because he's a melee champion, she can just pop her Marks of the Assassins all day, every day. So he's going to be in a lot of trouble now. Well, Karma wants to go hard, gets the Ignite. Elise is there as well. The Cocoon gets flashed out of it, but Elise wants to go for the Repel. Akali could go in as well. The Repel does manage to land, and the kill will commence with the Spiderlings getting the kill onto Ahri. So a 1-for-1 for now. Of course, First Blood being worth a little bit more. Too bad. Oh, Elise isn't done yet. She wants to go again. Repel should still be on cooldown. I can't really see because she's in human form. She's going now. Repel is off cooldown, so yeah, she will die in the process. She should have waited a little bit longer until Repel was off cooldown. Then she could have done the same thing and still got a kill onto Jarvan without dying herself. So a little bit too aggressive there. Of course, Ahri could have warned Jarvan because, well, she knew where Elise was, and even though he was quite busy, he probably saw it on the minimap as well. But that could have been just a kill for Jarvan, and the end of that will be that. Ooh, Lucian able to do some damage there, but Brand not really able to stun Caitlyn, even though she was point blank in the face of Lucian. Of course, minions do prevent Brand from casting his Seer on top of you, but yeah, I don't know what he could do really. For now, all he's doing is using his... Oh no, gets caught by a death sentence. Too many minions to return the damage for Lucian, so it was a nice stun. It was some nice poke as well, and poking will be the only thing this Brand will do. He started off with his second item, Ruby Crystal, so he'll have some major mana issues as well, the longer this push will continue. Jarvan wanted to go hard, though Akali is level 6 as well, so she has some shadow dances remaining. A lot of them, to be fair. Same there, level 6 for the Ahri, forcing the Repel. Oh, misses the charm? Really? Huh. Well, too bad. That should have been a kill. Jarvan forced away once again. How many dances does Akali has left? Can't really see. I think it's 1, but because I don't see a timer running, I might be on 3 as well. But it should be 1. I know that's the level. Yeah, I can't see it. It's probably she has 3 charges left. But it doesn't matter anyway, because she's going back to base. Oh, she's not going back to base. She decides not to go for it. Doesn't have enough for whatever she wants. And she could surprise Jarvan anyway for a kill, and that would make her a lot stronger. Well, Thresh is relatively low, so if Braum is able to stun him, then... Oh wait, there's a headshot from Caitlyn, so now is not the time. Top lane though, Jarvan wants to go hard on Akali. Forced to use... Oh, guess what, Akali? You're not going anywhere. Oh, Warwick is... well, my camera is going somewhere. What was that? There was a piece of shrapnel underneath my mouse. But yeah, Warwick level 6 goes for a quick kill. And of course, with the Blood Sand, knew where Akali was, so there was no escape. So yeah, good pick actually, picking the Warwick onto an Akali at the very least. The Warwick was picked second, Akali too, so yeah. So how the picks and bans went, so Jarvan was picked first, then Elise and Akali were picked. And then of course Warwick and the Ahri were picked, and then they thought, yeah, Lucian Brand, let's do this. And then bottom lane was like, yeah, Thresh Caitlyn, let's win our lane. Warwick wants to have his kills, he gets bonus gold for it. Oh, he has moderates. So he doesn't really get bonus gold for it yet. But eventually. You'd think he would go for the new... Oh, Thresh goes a little bit too hard there, underestimating the damage potential of a Brand apparently. He still has his ultimate, so it's not over yet for Caitlyn. He wants to go back to base though. A pity. Now he should actually put his pressure onto the map so that Caitlyn can't really farm. And then when Thresh is back, they both can recall. But yeah, Brand is going to recall now. Caitlyn, of course, has no idea Brand is there or not, so they could be cheeky. Rare blue buff being taken by our Spider here. Too bad so sad for Karma. A lot of wards being cleared up by Elise though. She has a lot of work to do, but she does succeed in doing what she does best. So Ahri needs to be relatively careful. Warwick, realizing there is an Elise nearby, is standing in the rear, but he is standing on top of a ward. So no surprises here for the Karma, who is pushed to a tower anyway. Brand now going for a walk, is spotted by a ward though, but it is in his own jungle, so he should be fairly safe. Thresh going all the way for a roam down to the middle, goes for the flash hook and misses, so that'll be the end of that. If that were to land, it would have been awesome, but yeah, no one had a pink ward, so Akali could have still used Twilight Shroud and then flashed away. Too bad her recall is off cooldown, because she could also just Twilight Shroud and recall. Better going to land on... No, it's not. I'm a liar. She walked out of the range, so it couldn't pop, and she wasn't snared. But yeah, those Qs from Karma are doing quite the damage there. This could make it so that Ahri could bait the Karma in. She's going for it, gets the charm. Is she going to have the damage? A lot of going down there. Soulfire not enough, and the Warwick ultimate is more than enough to get the kill onto the Karma. So yeah, a bait indeed. Elise is on her way though. Is in the rear. They do not know where she is, so she could surprise him. Going for the repel onto Ahri, gets the Q with the venomous bite, and another Q lands, but she gets charmed straight into Warwick and does not get the kill. Forced the flash by Warwick. Of course, she's still burning through the red buff, so Warwick needed to be a little bit careful. Nevertheless, a great disengage by blue team, and they get a tower out of it, so great. Because, well, there's one thing that could be dangerous still for blue team, that is the Akali. She is now on her strongest point in the game. At level 8 she is so strong because she has a level 5 Mark of the Assassin. And it's just ridiculous at that point. Now of course she has a level 2 in Crescent Slash as well because she's level 9. So she is a tough bastard to deal with. Well, a 1v2 for now. Brandt does have his ultimate. Does he? Yes, that's going to be a cast and 1-2. No, quick block by Trash there. The Culling does not get the kill. Headshot won't get the kill either. Lucian being a little bit too afraid though. The headshot was the only thing that was going to damage him. He wants to go for the piercing light. Gets the piercing light. Double shot onto the Thresh. Gets the double kill. Gets the relentless pursuit and gets out of there alive. Not too sure what blue team was thinking staying there, because they should have known that Lucian could have gone in with a piercing light for a quick kill onto Caitlyn. And then of course with the relentless pursuit cooldown getting taken lower and lower with each auto attack he lands, he could get out of it. So even if he didn't get out of it, the only assist would have gone to Thresh anyway. The kill would have gone to Thresh anyway, so it wouldn't have been a waste regardless. So yeah, a little bit of a misplay there by the bottom lane of blue team. They're being overzealous most of the times. Warwick going in from behind though, gets the snare, gets the charm. That's the kill. Killing spree for Warwick. Too bad he's taking all the kills, but Warwick's are very item deficient anyway. So if he gets items, he will not die, as I said before, and it's good. Because that way Warwick can put pressure on top, making it so that Jarvan might be able to at least survive a bit longer against Akali. Now he's not going to, but he gets the knock up. One more Shadow Dance remaining for this Akali, so she's going for it. Oh, surprise, surprise, it's a Hex Drinker. One more auto attack will do, and a clear bait from Jarvan. Akali not realizing that Jarvan had the Hex Drinker, or at least thinking that it wouldn't shield that much. But yeah, the earlier you have that item, the more the shield really does. It's 250 magical damage. In the end game, that's pretty much nothing, but in the early game, that's a lot. And it was a surprise for Akali. A great kill there, a great bait by Jarvan, knowing his champion through and through, able to shield a lot of damage. So, 13 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. The tower is almost going down. If it goes down, then Thresh has nothing to stand on, and even with the tower, he has nothing to stand on. There goes the ultimate from Brand. A flash away forced as well. Elise was going to be defensive as well as Warwick, but it was not needed at all. And that will be the end of that. Or is it? Dragon is being pinged. Finally, I was going to comment that Dragon has not been taken yet at all, and we're already 14 minutes into the game. So now red team of course with the clear lead. Oh, Ahri wants to go hard, misses a charm though, so that could be lethal for her. Warwick is going in for the assistance though, but he might get himself caught in between. Well, not a rock and a hard place, because Elise and the rest of red team were still doing Dragon, so they couldn't really chase on all that much. Warwick going back into his jungle. He was spotted though, so yeah, Elise now in the rear. He still has a tower though to go by, so he should be fine. And Ahri was able to recall at a very unsafe position, but no one was going for her anyway. Red team now pushing the middle tower. No one there to defend it. Bottom lane is moving towards them, but it is too dangerous. Thresh cannot come from here. If Brand stuns him, he's dead. But the rest of blue team isn't really there. Well, he gets the death sentence, so it's actually baiting red team in further. If he didn't land that death sentence, they wouldn't have gone in. I'm positive red team was making their way away from them, but because Lucian was cut, they were forced to fight. And while the cocoon landed and Thresh was dead. That's funny. Well, maybe it just looked like red team was disengaging, but I'm pretty sure they weren't going for it. Huh. Well, I warned him. I warned Thresh. He would have died, and he did die in the end. Though not the way I would have expected it to happen. I thought red team would just collapse onto him immediately. Oh, Akali. Well, keep in mind that Twilight Shroud has changed a while ago, but still, I don't see Akali all that much, so I must remind myself as well that it gives vision now. So yeah, no hiding from Akali. Akali now does not have her Twilight Shroud. She can jump towards this minion though. Decides not to go for it because Warwick was holding her in place. Aye, the infinite threat. So it's going to be a top tower for blue team. As I said, Warwick can now just put pressure on the top lane, but I don't believe it will be required anymore. Akali's peak is, well, no longer there, and Jarvan is finally itemizing in such a way that he can do a lot of damage as well. Brand trying to prevent them from going in, does get the slowdown. The ultimate goes through Caitlyn and Thresh alone. That was fairly lucky there, mate. You lucky bastard. Not a single minion was hit with the conflict. Is it conflict? No, pyroclasm there. So they're all low. So they're going for golems, but there is a ward seeing them. They should stand into this bush though, as they are doing golems. They're not. Well, red team is not making a move towards them though, but yeah, they know. Well, they finally spot the red ward there, and they're not going to defend it, so yeah, that's the end of that. Sweeper is on cooldown for Brand, so he's not going to spot the ward he's standing on. And pings are going down to the middle lane, where there's an Ahri who has her Spirit Rush. So good luck on killing her. If you do succeed, I'll give you a ribbon. Not too sure how, though. I don't even know your address. But they're still going for the chase. Warwick spotting the Elise with a ward. Akali was there as well to put pressure down as well. So they're going for the middle tower. Wave clear for red team is fairly good with the Karma, of course, anti-Brand. Brand is caught in between. Well, a lot of players there does force the flash, so he should be fine for now. It's 5v5. We're in the middle lane. Everyone forced to go and defend the middle, which is weird. You'd think that as long as there's 5 of your entirety of the entire enemy team on the other side, you think, yeah, we could split push this easily. We have 4 on a tower. Nice death sentence there, but not on the correct target. A lot of damage coming through on Ahri. The Spirit Rush forced, and she's going back from her to her base. That's a lot of wave clear that's going down, and this will mean that middle tower will go down. Ahri was the prime target to go for. And that will be the end of that. Pit over Pacemaker is not enough, and red team wants even more. Ahri will be back though relatively shortly. Pyroclasm coming through. Akali with a kill. Nope, it will be Delusion. That could have been dangerous for Akali there if she were caught. There was nothing for her to jump on. So if Warwick or Jarvan would have ulted onto her, she would have died. Pretty sure. But blue team didn't dare to go because they didn't have Ahri. They didn't want to... Oh my, Warwick getting caught there. He is quite fat, so he has some resistances, but not enough resistances. He's going down. Jarvan in the meantime able to turn it around as well. Gets Delusion, gets the Karma as well. The Charm lands onto Akali. Is she going down before she gets Jarvan? No, she will not. Elise forces the Ahri away as well, but Ahri wants more repel force. She could have jumped on the minion, decides not to go for it. Ahri all by herself. Caitlyn is there though. Trash is there. Ignite. Nope. Auto attack by Caitlyn for the kill. Flash in by Akali, not getting the kill. Exhaust will make it so that there is a no-go for you. And a double kill now. Triple kill for Caitlyn. Indeed. Well, there was no dodging possibility for Brand anyway, but maybe he could have regened more than enough. No, he doesn't have any armor anyway, so yeah. It was a triple kill nevertheless. Not to show why I was so excited. And because I screamed like that, I have to drink some water. But yeah. Red teams took a little bit too long there. It's still a minute for Dragon, so they'll be up for that. They could defend it. Warwick now taking blue. Well, Ahri does have the teens on Holy Grail, so she has some regeneration. And the more cooldown reduction a Warwick has, the more infinite duresses could happen. Did I call it infinite dread earlier? Huh. I probably read it wrong then, because I forgot the name and now suddenly I remember the name. Ah well. Pings are going down for dragons, so red team knows, of course, all they have to do is press tap. That's not a charm you had to cast that. They're standing with 2, that's perfect for a brand. Jarvan with the dunk though, gets 1, will not get another. Akali now able to jump over the wall, gets charmed to the face, but Ahri has nowhere to go. One more dance remaining, the Karma strikes going through. Karma will die though! As the ball went back to Ahri. Yeah, Ahri was a champion that back in the day, where if you cast your ball and it returns, then it will return. Death Sentence barely missing the Akali there. But Flash Flay coming down from Thresh, slowing the Lucian, but Akali went in hard, a little bit too hard. Infinite Duress for the kill to Caitlyn. Now Squid's going through all day long onto the... Oh, will it be enough? One more auto attack? Nope, healed by Lucian. Won't be enough though. Warwick gets a lot of movement speed. If you're low on health, it's... Oh yeah, now he gets even more movement speed. They do spot the Brand, but Brand does not have an ultimate. Death Sentence will land on Brand. He should die. Dodged away from the cocoon as well. So nice play there by Thresh, but yeah, he went in alone. So he will die. Gives a kill to his AD carry though. So all in all, I do believe it's worth it. Dragon had respawned, but because that fight took so long, it's still relatively dangerous for blue team. People have respawned, and that person being Akali. But she's still in base, so yeah, it will be a dragon for blue team, giving them a gold lead after that fight, which was weird. They were behind when red team was pushing in the middle lane. Well, they weren't really behind, but mentally they were behind because, well, Ahri was taken down fairly low, so red team could just continue pushing on to the turret, got the middle turret, got what they wanted, and then they thought, yeah, we want more. And they tried to get more, and then they got more, and then they got too much, and Warwick got into the fray again, and Ahri got some kills, and Caitlyn especially got kills out of it. So you didn't really want to do that. Red team a little bit overzealous, costing them the game for now, but it's still only 22 minutes into the game, and it's only a well, not even a 3,000 gold lead, so it's still everyone's game. Though I must say an endgame Warwick is very scary. As well as, yeah, a little bit too scary even. There's not really a tank for red team as well. They have a pick comp, which is great, fine. Kill one is good if you can do it. But team fight wise, they are so... Well, that's a pick comp for you. Pyroclasm coming through. Quick kill, boo-hoo. And Elise blocking it all. So yeah, just as I said, it's going to be hard to get picks. They get a pick easily. If you want to go ward, be sure you ward safely. Warwick going in though, Karma is going to get obliterated immediately. The Culling not doing all that much, of course. Jarvan, as a tanky as he is going to jump straight onto the... Oh my, that was a lot of damage. Now Akali wants to go in for the Jarvan. Is he able to Dragon Strike towards his banner? He will, but Elise is now going to chase through. She's all by herself though, and she's just going to get melted. As I said, there is no tank for blue team, no one for red team, no one to take the damage. Well, unless, of course, Akali wants to go for a round. Oh, Lucian is too afraid of Caitlyn, and rightfully so. But he could have gotten the kill onto Warwick there, but it would have costed his life. And Warwick now has a lot of movement speed because both the Lucian as well as Brand are fairly low. But red buff is all you need, baby. No assist for Brand, though. A pity for that. If he casted his other ability, it would have been a little bit faster. Trash wants to 1v2, but no one is walking into his ultimate. A pity. No, what are you doing? Why? Why? So, I should be casting, of course, but dear God, that was ridiculous. Oh, Thresh with a nice dodge there, though, but there's still a Karma chase. She could die, though. If she doesn't have a shield, she will die, but yeah. It barely does have a shield. That Thresh had a red buff, by the way, so it was very dangerous if she didn't have her shield, but she did. Oh, that was ridiculous. That relentless pursuit from Lucian just made me snap. It was ridiculous. Straight into the wall. They were playing it so perfectly in the beginning, Brand and Lucian. They were just standing next to the Thresh. They were dancing around him in order to dodge the Flace. But then Lucian just relentless pursued it into the wall face first and died. He had lifesteal, didn't he? No, he didn't. Well, except for the Doran's blades. So yeah, maybe he got a little bit afraid that Thresh would outdamage him with the exhaust onto his face. But I don't know if he had heal. Probably not. But still, he didn't have to use Relentless Pursuit into the wall. That was ridiculous. It was funny. It was very funny. Regardless, the gold lead still remains at about 3,000 to 2,000 gold. Flash in by Akali onto Caitlyn. She is the big honcho of blue team, and that is going to cost blue team a lot, and even more apparently, as Ahri now getting caught. Jarvan going in though, doing a lot of damage onto the Lucian, but he had a heal, as mentioned before. He will die to the ignite. No, I don't even know what it was. Warwick is now in the fray though. Akali now dancing around, goes for the Warwick and not for the Jarvan. Finally changes her attention to Jarvan, so she gets the kill there. Warwick, of course, the regen god, is flashing away, but gets seared into the nape of his neck and dies. There was a karma there regardless, so he would have died anyway. But a very good fight indeed for red team, turning this game almost into their favor. Once they get this tower, it will be an equality in gold. And well, if they're all three together there, they will get 150 each, right? As bonus? 185. Huh, that's weird. So yeah, gold lead for red team almost? Almost, yeah. 200 gold separates them, so yeah, a great catch onto the Caitlyn there. She was not in that fight, and you can feel it. It was a lot of damage that got negated. Everyone piled onto Lucian. Lucian, of course, still had his flash, still had his heal. Didn't use it after that fight against Thresh. So he survived for a longer time, was able to do a lot of damage. The exhaust from Thresh was also on cooldown because he used it at the earlier fight. So he was able to do a lot of damage. And everyone was stacked together, so even Brand was able to do damage. And yeah, Akali was able to regen quite a lot. She does have the hourglass as well, so was able to survive Warwick in the end. Warwick flashed and got killed by the... will he land his death sentence? Probably not, as the... Oh my god, Akali, where are you going, girl? No escape. You could use the hourglass, but it's still on cooldown, so not even that. Well, it's just off cooldown, so that's cool. The rest of the team is now there to maybe turn things around. But Jarvan is able to escape. Still got stunned. And, well, Elise is now going to die as well. So, yeah, every time red team does something great, they get caught. If you want to fight, play with a pick comp, you need to get one. And not get, well, caught alone. Which first Lucian was almost caught, and was actually caught in the end. So, you know what? I'm going to go jump back in 45 seconds back in the past to see how Lucian got caught, because Thresh didn't have flash, so there was almost no way for him to get caught. But he does have a movement speed. Oh. Well, it's a 3v2, but they don't know. Thresh not going to, well, is going to get the death sentence down, but yeah, infinite duress, straightforward into Caitlyn, doing so much damage as well, so no escape. Cocoon landed, and well, we saw that kill. Was no reason for Warwick to take that kill though. The headshot from Caitlyn would have gotten the kill regardless. Unless Repel was off cooldown for release, which would surprise me even more. So yeah, another dragon for blue team. That's a pity for red team. They were doing great, as I said before, and now they're again where they were just 4 minutes ago. Or let's say 5. It was a long fight. The earlier fight was. There are movements towards Baron, but without Caitlyn it wouldn't be all that smart to do. Warwick, of course, can solo Barons. I don't know if he can at level 15. Yeah, he's going for it. He could do it, but he's not going for it. It's just that he wanted to regen a little bit more because his Sunfire Cloak made it so that the Baron aggroed onto him. And yeah, you don't want to take some free damage. Hey, the blue team's turret has been destroyed, so a little bit more gold for red team. As Lucian is going to get himself a red buff, so nicely done there. Oh, Thresh maybe getting caught, but he's not alone. The flame misses, everything misses, but not his wall. Lucian coming through though with the calling, not able to get the final hit onto the Thresh though, but it matters not. Warwick is ignited and he is running like a, well, not a fox because Ahri is the fox. Oh, headshot actually went through there onto the Karma. She is going down. Akali could get a quick kill onto the Warwick. Does not succeed in doing so, but Brand does. It costs him his life though. So, yeah, 2 for 3. In the end, they were lucky that Elise was able to escape, but Lucian still needs to be relatively careful. Jarvan could still kill him. He does have Relentless Pursuit if he needs it. He does, but even then, he's unable to get away there. That's a pity. A lot of damage coming through there by Jarvan. And that might actually cost them an inhibitor. Look at that damage coming through. Of course, Jarvan can use his standard to give bonus attack speed to, well, everyone. Elise now trying to turn things around. Ahri needs to be relatively careful, but other than that, she has enough backup surrounding her that there is no way that Elise would just jump onto her. Karma always getting picked there, even though she has a Zonya's Hourglass. It's a pity, she didn't really do all that much in any fight. Well, except for that one fight. Ahri almost getting caught there, that was dangerous. Red team could have tried to go for a desperate Baron, but it would have been very desperate, and with the amounts of ward coverage that blue team has, it would have been dangerous nevertheless. The itemization of Warwick is going through the roof as well. He's already on 4 items. He only has room for 1 more. And I don't really know what he's going for with a dagger. He already has the Witch Hand. I could go for a Blade of the Rune King. It's also a very good item on Warwick. 3 players of red team are down on the bottom lane. That's dangerous. If Warwick just went for it together with their team, they would have gotten it. But Jarvan has an item ready to go. He has a Renowin's Omen, so he's still down with a Ruby Crystal. Huh. Well, barely any damage for Brand there, but it's normal. He is a support, and he has a lot of slows with the Rylai's Crystal Scepter. I love Rylai's Crystal Scepter on Brand, it works wonderful, and once he'll have Lysandre's Torment, he'll do damage regardless. It also stacks well with his passive, making it so that you get a lot of burn damage. Pun not intended, because it's actually what it is. So then, everyone is collapsing onto the middle lane, which is not all that good for red team, because they do have a pick comp. If Akali is able to survive for a long time, then maybe they can do something around, but they need to shut down Caitlyn before that. And you have Warwick with the Infinite Duress to get anyone that stands in his way. There's not at all any Quicksilver Sashes here. That's weird. Against the Warwick, that should be the first thing you do. Elise now getting caught with the Infinite Duress. No escape. Oh, she does escape, so she does force the Jarvan to go after her. Ahri now wants to go hard. Akali jumps to the final minion standing there, so lucky you. Brand now going for a slow onto the Thresh. Akali now goes hard, gets exhausted, does not dodge the death sentence, so yeah, if their teammates aren't here now, they will all die. Pyroclasm coming through by Brand does not do enough damage. Well, Lucian does though, but it will be Ahri getting the kill onto Akali. Now Brand dying as a zombie he is, and Caitlyn is just going, well, rape mode pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to kill this Karma. Boar. Yeah. I need to be relatively careful with the profanity there. You cannot kill a Karma, you will never chase a Karma. Karma will continue to chase you. So, wisely enough though, the reason Warwick is doing this is of course that Karma is not there. That is the biggest wave clear from red team, and that means that you have to surrender because it was game regardless. It was a good game, it was fun, it was funny at the middle there. Guys, so I do hope that you enjoyed it well. Yeah, that's English. So I do hope you enjoyed it as well. There, that's better. And I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.